Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Recovery Lab TV. My name is Chris. I'm your coach and sports therapist, and welcome to our Friday morning prehab session. Okay, it is all about developing strength in the lower body. It is all about corrective exercise, realigning those muscles that are kind of potentially out of balance, potentially the hip, joints, you name it. Kind of working on those. Good morning, Lucy. How are you all doing? How are you feeling in regards to how's this week gone? In regards to these sessions, this training block? How are you doing in general? Okay, some of you are going to be potentially a little bit sore. Some of you are going to have little aches and pains or niggles things. So use that comment section, say hello. Let me know how you're doing, and potentially if there's any injuries in the room. Okay, so things you're going to need today are your trusty mat, okay, a raised object like a piece of furniture like my sofa, okay, you're going to need a big long technique bar, okay, your resistance bands, okay, just like so. Now if you've got the long little red ones, okay, like that, okay, or these ones that kind of go around your strap, around your ankles or your feet or your knees, you're going to need those. You're going to need some balance pads. Now, if you don't have balance pads, because I'm asking for a lot here, okay, if you don't have a bar, okay, use a mop or broom handle, okay. If you don't have anything, then don't worry about it, okay. Balance pads, obviously they're a specialist item. If you don't have any balance pads, grab some towels, okay, some beach towels or bath towels. If you fold them up into a nice little square, they're going to be all the balance you kind of really need, okay? If you have one of those oval type, minstrel looking type balance cushions, okay, or wobble board, which is like a wood version, or bozu, you name it, get involved and use them, okay? It's all about proprioception, developing proprioception, which is balance and coordination. It's kind of really going to kind of get you up and firing on all cylinders, okay? So, good morning, everybody. Hope you're having an amazing morning so far. Like I said, if you want to use the comment section, say hello, or ask me any questions, by all means, fire away, okay? There is no silly answer. There is no stupid answer. I will not be offended by anything. I'm a big, strong boy. Yeah, ask as many questions as you want, okay? So, good morning, everybody. Good morning, Brian. So, what are you going to do? First of all, okay, you are going to sink your feet into this position, okay? You're going to come up nice and tall, come there, nice and that. Now, if you want to, you can use a sofa. You're going to sink down. It's very dynamic. Get your hips into your ankle joint, stretching out your knees, your quads, okay? And then just come up nice and tall, squeezing your bum at the top, just like so. And if you want to, again, you can hold on to your hips and do it, which is going to be a little bit more power orientated and dependent on you as an individual, okay? It's not necessarily to get a workout, it's just there to kind of get a stretch in the quads, in the ankle joints, okay? It's going to feel like it's pulling towards the heads, okay, of your quads and on the knee itself. Some of you, it's going to be painful. Some of you are going to be wondering what the hell I'm on about. Okay, however, it will be good for you. Okay, don't forget to tuck under with your hip, squeeze your bum at the top. Okay, so big draw down, hip back, hip forward. Okay, that's going to be our main focus today. Engage in that pelvis, hip back, hip forward. Okay, that way it's going to make it less knee dominant and more hip dominant. Okay, which is what you want. Good. One more. Good. Okay, from there, similar stance to yesterday and the day before. Okay, you're going to come out in this position. You're going to slide down, stretching the leg out as well. So if you've got socks on, then brilliant. Okay, coming around. Draw down. So feel it on the inside of your groin, potentially your back, your upper shoulders. One more, and swap arms, okay? Keep the leg the same. Good. Swap sides. Okay. Opposite leg again. This time, your outside arm. Okay. Again, drop it down. Get that stretch on the inside thigh. Come around. Now it's going to be tight around this end. But take it as far as you can. Okay. Good. Okay, swapping arms. Two more. Good job. Okay, so grabbing your little mini bands if you can. Okay. So the live session should, on the YouTube channel, you should have a feature video. Okay, that video will be set. I set that after every class as today's class. So it's easier for people who do the class later on to find it. Okay. That feature video, anytime a live video happens, that main video on the page should be taken over by the live streaming video. So you should be able to find it that way. Okay. Unfortunately, being this side, it's a little harder. And then depending on what device you use, if you're on your phone and you go into your subscriptions and then refresh that, it should pop up at the top. If you then use it on TV, it's probably going to be something else as well, you know, so it all depends on the platform you use. So if you guys can help out, depending on what platform you use, then maybe you can get help from other users. But yeah, point let you know. Anyway, so knees together, feet together. Okay, you're going to drive up nice and tall. You're going to draw your hips up as tall as you can, knees out, back in, back down. Okay, so it's there. Squeeze, keeping your hips up, draw in, tap, big push up. So keep it up, keep it going. Good, two more. Good, from there, coming down, sliding your legs down, just like so. What you're gonna do, you're gonna slide your bands down to your feet. You're gonna cut them onto your feet, just like so. All right, you're gonna draw your heels out and have your toes facing in. Okay, from there, you're gonna drive out as best as you can. Okay, so straight up like that. Okay, now your toes are tucked up towards you. Okay, so it's in, allowing your knee to follow where your toes are. Okay, that's really, really important that you move the whole leg, not just your ankle itself. Okay, so your ankle's pretty stiff as you're there, drawing from that side, and you want to feel it all the way up, right up to the hip, just like so. Okay. Good, big deep breaths, keep going. That's it, nice and steady, drawn out. Big deep breaths, keep it up, keep it going. Keeping those toes tucked up towards you. Sit, 2 more. Last one. Good. From there, slide it back up to where you had it, because you're going back up onto your raised object or your sofa. Okay. Again, heels together, knees together. Tuck your bum as close to your furniture as you can. You're going to drive up tall as you can, and then draw out as much as possible. Okay, keeping your feet together. Draw in, draw out. Tap, squeeze. Squeeze as wide as you can. Set big deep breaths, keep it going. Last one. Good. Drop it down. Same again. Spinning around. Sliding it down. Fitting it on there. There you go. Tucking those toes up. Draw it out as much as you can. Good. Sit as controlled as you can, both in and out, okay? Don't just allow it to ping back, okay? Control it both ways. Good. Sit, 2 more. Last one. Great job. Well done. Okay. So what you're going to do is, if you can, you're going to grab your red band. How are we getting on? Good morning, Kyle. How you doing? Nice socks. They're all right, ain't they? Coffee socks. Boom. It's tea time. Is a lovely company that is based in, well, it's just launched in Britain. Funny enough, this sock company, if anybody wants a discount code, drop me a message. They've been nice enough to give Recovery Lab a buy one, get one free offer. So if you guys want to benefit from that, just let me know and I'll kindly send you the discount code. Okay, but yeah, let me know at the end of the session or drop me a message and I'll nicely send that over. Okay, so more important news, back to your red bands. Okay, from there, what you're going to do, you're going to double your band over. Okay, so you got it there, you're going to grab it in the middle, you're going to loop it here. Okay, and you should have this little X by there. Okay, now from there, you're going to hook your feet. Okay. It's really important that you then keep that in the middle of your foot, because you're going to drive up in this position, okay? And then from there, you're going to move a small amount. So from here, okay, where the band is tense but it's not being pulled, to as tall as you can, tucking your foot up, okay? drawing it back down, okay? Resting, replying, coming up, drawing in as much as you possibly can, really working those hip flexors, drawing back down. Now this is going to be tough for all of us, really, okay? Now, if it is too much, okay, by all means use the mini bands that we were just using, okay? You'll come up less, but you'll find it just as challenging, and so on, and just let me know, okay? So from there, lean back, elbows down, chest out, big drive in, let's go. It's really important you tuck those toes up though, okay? Good. So almost there. Good. Two more. Good job. Shake it out. Okay. Loosen up your legs if you're feeling super sore there. Okay. Just bring yourself up into this stretch by here and draw forward into that. Keep that nice right angle. Okay. Squeeze your hip down. You should feel that stretch just by there. Okay. Everybody else, if you want to do that, you can. If not, grab a drink. If not, just stay where you were. Okay. All right. So yeah, big deep breaths, relax, enjoy. So you got 15 seconds, okay? All right. Let me know how you found that, okay? Some of you are going to find that relatively easy. Some of you are going to find it nigh on impossible as you drive up. But let me know how you're doing. And so on. Now I know why you wore socks. No, I wore socks straight afterwards. Got a busy day. Finish this one and then I'm off to do a bike ride. So that's why I wore socks. So from there, go to 3, 2, 1, and go. Yeah. That plug I don't get anything from, you know. Same with all the equipment I use. What I've done the last 2 weeks is contact 1,000,001 companies to generate discount codes for everyone that trains with Prehab, so I can then dish them out to you guys and help you guys with training gear, training accessories, nutrition, you name it, whatever company is willing to kind of help us get discount codes for you guys. This just happens to be one of them. But yeah, I don't make any money off it now. Good. 10 seconds. Try and get 4 more in. Good job. Well done. Shake it out. Okay. So losing this band. Okay. What you're then going to do is go back to that mini band if you got it. Okay. Hard on knees. Yeah. Really hard on knees. Especially as you drive up. Okay, what you want to stem from is that hip drive from there, so it's not knee focused, and you want to potentially bring up your heel if you're really struggling. Okay, in regards to knee pain and so on. All right, so on the feet as well with the bands. Yeah, this one's going to be a lot softer if you want. Right, it's another reason why wore socks. Really. So from there, underneath your feet, okay? Same principle of what you've just done, okay? This time, you're standing up nice and tall and doing it, okay? So you're gonna balance, stabilize, draw up, come back, balance, stabilize, come in, draw up. Okay, it's going to go less. It's not going to go as high. Okay, but keep your feet in line. Okay, you don't want your toes going out. You don't want them dropping down because then the band will fall off. Okay, and you want to be heel and big toe into the floor as you go onto one side. Okay, all right. Try and stay as tall as you can. Use either a mirror or a reflection or me as a guide, or just stare at something that is relatively eye level so it lifts up your head and lifts up your chest. Okay, you ready? Go to 3, 2, 1, and go. Big drive, tall as you can. There. So keep it up, keep it going. Good. Good, 2 more. Last one. Good job. Well done, shake it out. So, check your bands away, grab yourself a little drink if you need it. How are you doing? How are you finding that? How's your hip flexors? If they're sore, go into that stretch again, draw it down. And it's going to help alleviate that tension, especially in your quads, all right? All right, how are we feeling? We okay? So, things you're going to need next are your bars, okay? Being aware that you don't take out your lights above you, like I did a couple of weeks back. It's not a good look, to be honest, especially when you're live. But just be aware of everything around you. Done it once, I can't do it again. All right. When I 1 free pass, after that, it's kind of done then, isn't it? Right. So, first exercise, right? First version. Okay. You're gonna plant your stick down. Now, if you don't have one, okay, by all means use a chair, okay, or the side of your sofa. Hold on to the side as you draw down, okay. You're putting it in the hand that you're using, okay, obviously, and then you're putting it in the opposite foot that is being on the floor, okay. Now, that other side, okay, the one there with the pole on is off the floor, and you're going to slide down your pole, okay, tap the floor or as close to, and then come up, okay. When you come up, you keep that leg off the floor, okay. All right. So, nice and proud, foot down, separate the toes, draw the heel down, okay, and then it's as deep as you can, just like so. We're going to 3, 2, 1, and go. Good, nice and stable, nice and steady. Control it. Last one. Good job. Swapping sides. Okay, planting that foot down. Just like so. Okay. From there, big deep breath, coming down as deep as you can. Tap in, big shoot up. Sit, big deep breaths, keep it going. Sit and relax. Good job. Shake it out. Those feet are going to be on fire. Lower calves, potentially side of your hips if they're overworked or really using. So, how are you feeling? Let me know. So, some of you are going to find that relatively easy. Okay. Now, there's a few critiques that are naturally dependent. You're trying to glide your hand up and down the pole. Okay. You're not trying to grip it. Okay. So you're not holding it here, using my hand weight to help. Okay. Another thing to be aware of is imagine the pole is going through your hip, and as you go down, is that pole then rotating? Which means that you're rotating. Okay. And that back, for example, is coming over that way, because my main goal is the floor and tapping the floor as opposed to keeping my back and my hips level like I would if I was going down with two legs. Okay, so that's the main goal. Okay, another thing you want to do, now I have incredibly tight hamstrings from all the cycling and running I do. I'm just genetically poor flexibility, and the fact is it's just one of those things I've just got to continually work on. So when I go down, okay, my knee, as you notice, will bend automatically, right? Because I don't have the flexibility to go past there, okay? Now, if you do, okay, it is better for you to keep that leg locked, okay? And you to literally bend like this, the stick is, and then your arms straight, everything else is straight, and you come back up as one. You pop that back down, okay? That's the ideal, okay? So that leg would be dead straight, the foot would be forward, the knee would be forward, the hips would be level, the back would be level, okay? And you're dipping down, going there. If you can touch the floor in that position, then great. If you can't, then don't worry, you've achieved what you should achieve, and then you draw up as one, like you would if you were swinging that leg forward, or if you duct taped this bar to your foot, your knee, your thigh, your back, as you bent over like so, okay? That's the goal, that's the optimal, all right? So, naturally, what we're gonna do now is offer a little bit of assistance to keeping that leg straight, okay? By putting your foot on the pole on your foot, okay? And tucking that foot up. So when you go down, this time you're coming down, it's a little bit more balance needed and proprioceptive work needed. Okay, you go down and then you drive back up. Okay, when you drive, imagine you're sweeping forward with that foot, just like so. Now, just be aware that if you struggle with lightheadedness or anything, you may need a few seconds at the top just to kind of get your vision back or your blood pressure back. Okay, so just be aware and slow it right down. Okay, you ready? Going in 3, 2, 1. And go. Where am I going? There. Nice and steady. Take your time with it. Slow it right down. Good. Deep as you can. Okay, if that knee's going anywhere, I want it to drive outwards. Okay, so control it, heel and big toe down, engage the foot. Okay, one more, right? Push for that burning sensation. Right, it's hips back all the time. Good job. So, swapping feet, tucking the toes up, planting the foot in the middle, just like you had it. Separate the toes, tuck this toe up, just like you did. Okay, and then go down, nice and steady, taking your time with it. Now with me, you'll notice that this foot is less stable. Your foot might be less stable, okay? And with that, I'm not able to go as deep. I tend to rotate a little bit more. So it's for me to work on those differences, and same with you, okay? So if you're noticing those differences, really, really work on them as you do it, because that's the only way you're going to get better. Okay, critique yourself. Not looking for perfection. You're looking for excellence. All right, straight as you can, steady as you can. Nice and steady down over 3 or 4 seconds, 1 second up. Oh my God. So, a couple more. And relax. Let me know how you found that version in comparison to the last. Okay, have a little drink. Let me know your thoughts and feelings in the comment section. Okay, legs are like jelly. Yeah, feet are on fire. Yeah, hips sore, legs sore, all the good stuff. Okay, I don't know about you guys, but I found it incredibly hard on my weaker leg. Okay, now my weaker leg is actually my strongest leg, but balance-wise, it is my weakest leg. So my right foot, I am a left-handed person, right-footed person. However, I balance better being a goofy foot or southpaw, so it means my left leg is backwards, my right leg's forward. So the moment I then stand on my right, I feel like I need to rotate, I feel like I need to do all these other things. Now, it's your job to then, if that's like you, to counter it. So it's my job then to draw this side of my chest down and this side of my hip down. So when I bend, I'm bending collectively like this as I go down, and then drive up in a nice sweeping action using the power from my hip to draw forward as I kick, okay? And then it should be shoulders back all the way through. You're not bending forward, you're not reaching forward like that and rounding your back. And that is the one thing that I'll notice time and time again, is people will focus more on touching the floor instead of holding the technique. Now, the next phase, what we're going to do is all about holding the technique, okay? So it's that trunk that you're holding in position, okay? Because the reason why we tend to fail on any kind of compound lift, like a squat or a deadlift and so on and so forth, is because downstairs isn't working with upstairs, okay? Now, in order to engage our posterior chain, we've got to work it, and quite often, more often than not, is the weakest part of our body. Because of all the office work and sitting down we do, you know, and those sedentary lifestyles. Now we need to work really hard to undo all that type of things, okay? So, really challenging. Seems to manage okay, left leg balance, yeah, okay. Right, so this next one, now depending on if this is way too hard, it might be, okay? But you're gonna give it a go, and if it's not, then regress, okay? Everyone has a problem with going backwards, okay? It's not backwards at all. It's, if anything, finding the appropriate level for you. and then getting good at that level, okay? So if you can take your ego out of it, then all the better, all right? Because I promise you, it will benefit you. Now, with this one, you're gonna hold it with, if you're using your left leg, your right hand is above you, and your left arm is below you, okay? You're holding it on your crown, and you're holding it in between your glutes, okay? Just like so. You will be very careful on how long your pole is, how small your ceiling is, and where your lights are, okay? Right? This is what caught me out before doing a split squat or lunge, and then this pole being massive took my light out, right? Still haven't got over it, as you can imagine, right? So it's there, moving away from my light, okay? What you're gonna do is slowly lift that one leg up. You're gonna draw the arm back. You're gonna go down as deep as you can, slowly as you can. And then draw forward, okay? So you ready? On 2, 1, and go. Slow and steady, okay? Take your time. Good. Slow and steady. Really aim for it. Really work towards it. Keep it up. Keep it going. Good. One more. Should feel that difference. You should feel that back wanting to round, but that pole stopping it as you're there. Good job. Swapping hands, okay? Swapping feet. Again, make yourself aware, draw that elbow back, okay? It's gonna open up this chest. Some of you are gonna feel tension across here and it's gonna feel tight and awkward, okay? But it's gonna give you more mobility in that upper body. So all the stuff that we did yesterday, it's gonna really benefit this move, okay? All right, they all work in tandem. You've gotta just realize that, okay? So, ready? Slow and steady, take your time. So, push that chest out. Big deep breaths. So, tall as you can. Keep it up, keep it going. So, one more. Big deep breaths. Good job. Chucking your bars down. Hopefully lights and everything intact. Okay. So let me know how you got on with that. Let me know how you found it. Okay. Did you find it harder as it progressed? Yeah. Did you find it harder as it progressed? Did you find the second one harder with it on your foot and it just made it easier? Because depending on you as an individual, if you lack structure in your spine, okay, and you end up collapsing a lot, that last one's going to be hard. If not, your second one, and because you don't keep your leg straight or you don't drive through with your leg, that second one's going to be hard. If for whatever reason, then you just struggle with balancing, then all of them are going to be hard, but the one that's going to be attainable is the first one, okay? And then it's just reminding yourself that you're guiding yourself with that pole instead of gripping with a pole and bending down and then using that arm strength to help you out, okay? So keep challenging yourself with that movement because it will engage that posterior chain brilliantly. And then as you drive up and get that triple extension, that's where the money is in regards to the most powerful kind of triple extension in your body is where you engage your hip, your knee, and your ankle and come up all as one. We can't generate any force higher than that, okay, in our bodies. So it really opens us up to engage in sports performance, correction, and you end up getting more bang for your buck, if you will, because you're focusing on your hip, and that hip is the window, the doorway between our lower body and upper body, okay? So if you want to correct a lot of things, focus here, okay? So arms coming out, nice and tall, hips down towards your ankles, stretching them out as deep as you can. It's a brilliant job. Good. From there, coming up nice and tall, sliding 1 foot forward, resting on your mats, drawing your hip down and forward. Okay, getting that stretch on the back of your hip flexors. Okay, your groin and hamstrings by here. Okay, and then from there, if you can, bring both elbows down. Okay, you're trying to get them in line with your heel. It all depends on if your body will allow it. With all the running I'm doing at the minute, it's becoming an issue, to say the least. Good. Gently coming up, swapping legs. Making sure that knee is back as far as it will allow. Okay, getting that stretch in the front of your hip flexors, the groin, inner thigh, and then again, if you can, drop your elbows down. Good, big deep breath. Good. From there, swapping legs. Okay, you're going to drive forward with your knee. You draw your leg back, keeping your hips level. You're going to slide 1 arm forward, okay, and the opposite hand you're going to tuck underneath and drop that shoulder down. You're going to feel it all alongside your glutes, okay, potentially into your back, up towards your shoulder. And then just relax and breathe it away. Good, coming up, nice and tall, swapping legs. Hope you enjoyed today's class. guys seem to fly by. Oh. So big deep breaths. So if you have any questions about today's class or anything that we covered in today's class, okay, don't forget to use that comment section. Use the discussion board on the channel, or hit us up on Instagram or Facebook or even Twitter. I'll be more than happy to answer any questions, whether you have them or not. If you did want any of those discount codes, get in touch and I'll happily send you over that. Like I said earlier, so Jenny coming up. Like I said earlier, none of these companies we make any money off. They've just kindly offered us those discounts just to help you guys, which is why we set it up in the first place, okay? So, nice proud chest, big deep breath. Whew. Great job. Good. And shake it out. Have an amazing day, guys. Enjoy the rest of your Friday. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Hope you have an amazing one. Thank you for joining me on this, what's turned out to be a lovely day. Sun is coming out and rain has disappeared. However, it's still blooming windy. But yeah, hope you have an amazing day. Good luck with whatever you get up to. Have an amazing weekend. Don't forget to get that recovery in. So foam roll, massage guns, normal techs if you have them, you name it, whatever, get involved. Hit that recovery up. If you don't know how to do those things, head to our recovery section. We have a playlist for that, okay? Have an amazing one. And like I said, if you have any questions, queries, or whatever, you name it, hit us up on social media. In our about section, all our social media platforms and links are there. Just get in touch. Have an amazing one. Thank you very much for using the comment section. It's nice to see people's names, nice to see some comments in there, conversation going in. That's what it's about. If you haven't already, on the way out, give the video a little thumbs up. If you enjoyed yourself, hit that subscribe button if you haven't, and tell your mates, get them involved. You know, you get to have a YouTube Zoom going on and get everyone involved, especially with the world the way it is at the moment. Everyone's feeling isolated. So for me, this is a brilliant pleasure that I have to communicate with you guys. All right, so thank you for that. Thank you for joining me every day. I appreciate you all. Have an amazing day. All right, if you need me, you know where I am. Take care. See you Monday.